For this video production, you will need all the things seen here. These are a cute little jade. I think they're jade. Wow, it's messed up everything. It looks so pretty. They're little rectangles. They're about 1 centimeter by 1.5 centimeters, or 3/4 of an inch by 1/2 inch. These are cute little shell, like oval barrel beads. So cute, like mother of pearl, so cute. And these are also shell, but they're dyed like pink wine color, really pretty color. So anyway, I got like 6 of these. I got 6 of these beads. Jump rings, 6mm, 4mm, just a handful. I think I'm gonna use 2 of these and 6 of those. 24 gauge or 22 or 20, whatever fits your beads. Make sure it fits your beads. I wouldn't go thinner than 24. Couple earring hooks, some chain, a little bit of silver chain or whatever color. If you're using a different color metal, just make sure all your metal pieces match. And we are ready to begin. You want to take about 9 inches or 20 centimeters of your wire. Take your piece. These are drilled straight through, by the way. So they don't have to be these rectangles. You could use any kind of small, flat. They don't even have to be flat. You could, well, flat will help to do this design. So anything roughly this size, kind of flat with a hole drilled through it. Bring it to the middle of the wire. Crimp. Take your round nose pliers. By the way, you're just going to need round nose cutters and regular needle nose for this. Give it a little bend, or just a little loop like this. Oh, let's get that to focus. That would be nice, right? All right, right like that. And then we're gonna bring it around, all the way around back to the front. That will secure it so it doesn't move, okay? Now we have our nice little loop. We're gonna come do the same thing on the other side. Now remember, first we crimped them both right angles. Wrap it around, roll, get it the size you want. Not too big, not too small. I'm about halfway down. Wrap it around tight around your whole stone. Don't worry about the stone. If it moves, you can move it back. Okay? Now this stone looks good on either side, but your stone may differ, so pick a side that looks good. Look at the shimmery sheen, sparkly clean. Okay. Now, we're gonna fold this over and fold this over like that. And we're gonna put a swirl. Do you want it in the middle? Do you want it at the bottom? I want mine to be closer to what I'm going to call the bottom. So it just depends where you start to wrap them around each other. So, and you can do a really tight swirl, or you can just do a loose swirl. If you do tight, you're just going to pull it tighter until they're all really tight. Loose, you just follow me and just come around. Loose swirl kind of has space in it. See, that's kind of pretty, right? And then you swirl as many times as you want. You don't want to overpower the stone. You want it to look pretty. And boom, see, that was just enough. Maybe you should take 10 inches in case you have a larger stone, or in case, you know, whatever, just to be on the safe side. But this will be just enough for me. And I could come down and wrap this, or I could go back up to, I think I'm gonna go back up to the top and pull that a little tighter. And if you want your swirl tighter, here's a trick. You can always put your thumb flat against it and just roll it like that, and that'll get it a little tighter. So I think I want to do a little swirly swirl. So I'm going to go press against the stone, bend it one way, press against the stone, bend it the other way, and see, now I have this little, and you can go back and forth as many times as you have room, or as many times as, you know, however you want it to look. I think I'll go one more, really push the edge. Look at that. Now see, I'm going to move it down. I'm going to pull it down a little bit. When you have really thin wire like this, you can manipulate it quite a bit. Yep, I just barely ran out of wire at the last minute, but I've just enough. So we'll come around here, and this is the face. We're just going to give them a scarf. And take these 2 guys, wrap them around. Just getting it all the way around once is enough. If you want to go around a couple times, it makes like a cool little pattern as it starts to stack up across the loop, but then you have to make sure you give yourself a big enough loop. So this piece is about to die. I'm gonna pull him up, get him just like that, and then I'm gonna take my cutters and cut him halfway across the loop, and then I'm gonna tuck him into that little circle made by the scarf. So get myself angled really good, and pinch, real gentle pinch it towards the middle, and then turn and push it down in. Boom. Now check it from every angle, make sure it went in. Now it's better if you build up a little bit of a scarf first, because then you have like a bowl to tuck it in. I just happen to run out of wire, so maybe with the second one I'll cut more wire and show you the better way. But I'm bringing him around, and you have to decide where you want to cut it. You can go around and around, you can stop whenever. I'm gonna cut him again right there, bam, and tuck him right like that. If you tuck it and it's still sticking out because it was too long, you pull it back out, cut it again. Be real careful with this tucking. This is something you want to get really good at. It's a little frustrating at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's actually relaxing. So sometimes I'll sit there cutting microscopic amounts, almost like 1/2 millimeter, just to get it just right, because you don't want those sharp ends to ever get caught on something, get pulled out where they could scratch someone. Now we go down here, check these, make sure they're nice and tight. See how that moved off the stone? I want it more in the middle of the stone. I'm going to push it. When you have thin wire, again, you can manipulate it. I wanted that swirl to, there we go. So now that loop is doing what I want. Like, you can grab it, push it, move it around the face of the stone. It's like you're the sculptor, you're sculpting it. See it? Now that's pretty. And this hard part is over. Now we're going to take each of these, and we're going to take our little wine colored pretty bead, and let's see, let's take another, always probably underestimating how much we should take, so let's be on the safe side. Let's take about 7 inches. We're going to do a lot less work with this than the last one, but just to be on the safe side. Put it through your beads, bring them to the middle of the wire again. Look how pretty. We're going to kind of do the same thing we did with this, but without all the fanciness. There's a little fanciness. It's going to be really cute. So we're going to crimp it again, and we're going to do that loop thing again, you know, bend it backwards, make our loop. Still want to don't make the tiniest loop. You want to have a little bit of room. We're halfway down. We want to have a little bit of room to do what you're going to do, some scarfing. So we're going to come, wrap it around once. Same thing on this side. Pull it around, roll it into place, hold it still, wrap it around, boom. Now both of these are super tight and secure. Now this time, we're going to take this and wrap it around diagonally, and then put it in the crevice behind the bead. Wrap it around diagonally, put it in the crevice behind the bead, and then we're just going to scarf it with this one. And now you get to really practice. Easier learning to scarf when you just have one strand, and you just keep wrapping it carefully, stacking the wraps, making it look real pretty, super pretty, until you are happy with how far up you went. Now if the wraps start to spring up like that, you want to push them down, get them real tight against the bead, and again cut it halfway across. Carefully, don't cut too much wire or the wrong wire. Halfway across. Take your needle nose pliers, pinch that towards the middle. See, that was almost too much. I could have cut a little bit more, but I think I'm going to make it. And then shove it down into the bowl. Boom. Disappears. Never going to come out, never going to scratch anyone. Reposition all this, make sure it's good. Come around diagonally. The next one, just kind of follow the same diagonal as that one, but come around the back side like that. And same with your other bead. Look how pretty that looks. Wow. And if yours don't come out perfect, it really doesn't matter. This is really tiny. When you put everything together, nobody's going to be looking at these teeny swirls. They'll notice them a tiny bit, like a sheen. But you can always move them around if you don't like where they ended up. But again, we're going to wrap that part right there. And cut it and tuck it. Now, if you want smaller earrings, this could be the whole earring right here. Just put the earring hook on one side. That's it. To make these, to make them a little bit fancier, what we're going to do is we're going to make 3 of these, and we're going to take our chain. We're going to have a little jump ring there, and we're going to have them dangle at different lengths. Make like a little bit of a, oh, I think I wanted the bead on the top, the little bead. Have a little bit of a chandelier effect, like that. And you can play around with the lengths. I think I'm going to do it like this one will be really close. This one will be like barely, like after the jump ring, like maybe half a centimeter, a quarter of an inch of chain, and then this one will be like an inch and a half of chain, and then this one will be like 2.5 inches, something like that. So, and then put the earring hook up here, and that's pretty much it. Once you have 3 lengths of chain that you think will work for you, I take about a 6mm jump ring, put it on the bottom of the earring here, and I just put them on one at a time, same jump ring, connecting each one. Close it up. Remember to always open and close your jump rings sideways like this, like a door opening. Don't pull them open. You know, you always open them like this. Don't pull them open like that, or you'll warp them and they'll never go back right. All loops, all jewelry loops, all jewelry links, anything with a loop or a ring that has an opening, you want to open it. You want to open it like this, not like that. So then you test the lengths. See if that's a good length for you, and sometimes you really can't tell until you have someone try it on, but and they're gonna dangle different ways. They're gonna spin around each other, so no matter how you put them, if you think you're gonna have like the smallest one in the front and then, you know, the medium and the large, it's not gonna be like that. It's gonna start like that, and then they're gonna spin every which way. But anyway, just there's nothing wrong with taking the jump rings off, cutting a couple links of chain, putting them back, getting them just the way you want so they come out just perfect. Now, they're not going to be, nothing will ever be exactly how you see in your brain, as long as it looks elegant and pretty. All right, so there you go.